we need to get to the Burrito investigation. If you haven't heard on the show the last few weeks, we are balls deep at this point into one of the greatest investigations that has ever rocked the show. First, it was the warehouse poo. Now it is the who threw the burrito into listener Will's pool.
Yes.
And there's 5 suspects. We've narrowed it down to a strong 3.
There were 5 suspects, but then we also added on Will and Will's grandma. So there were 7 suspects for a while. We're trying to narrow it down. It just seems to be getting bigger.
We do have an email back from Will about the no Dorito. One of the last things we asked him to do was, why don't you send a little note? And it would said something like, I forget what was on the note, but said something like, was this you? We were trying to get a confession. And we said, lob it over, so wrap it up a little note, and it was called a no Dorito, so wrap it up in another note, throw it over the house to house 1 and try and get a confession with like a little box to tick. Was this you, yes or no? And they throw it back. Will has replied, and pretty much, I would say, he said, the no Dorito response or lack of is what the subject of the email is.
Disappointing already.
Not a good sign. Hey boys, it's been a while since the no Dorito was sent over to house 1. Since then, there has been no response, and it is within my belief that they have had sufficient time to realize it was there and to respond. It seems like at this point, a confession is unlikely. Maybe a new approach might be need to take to get a confession, and then he spends 1 paragraph paying out Keelan for accusing him of self-planting the burrito in the pool or trying to get on the show.
That's good. At least he understands the energy of the show.
Yeah, he said that Keelan, he accused you of defamation and said that your comments are absurd and there wasn't enough evidence to back it up.
Those are big words, so I'm inclined to believe Will.
True, and no words came back from Keelan. So,
okay, very suspicious, Keelan.
So what we're going to do is we have 2 options here as a show. We either file this away and it becomes a cold case, just like the burrito, how it was left in the pool, which we do not want at all, or
unacceptable.
We try and come up with each of us individually. We haven't listened to these yet. Each of us individually has come up with their own conclusion. We'll put together a little audio package each, and I guess it's up to the listeners to vote which one seems more likely. So Lewis has a conclusion, Ruben, Keelan, they might be the same. Who knows?
Well, we haven't listened to these. We've all summarised our findings and the case in 30 seconds or less was the goal. I think all of them went over 30 seconds. Oh, how long's yours?
Like 53 seconds.
Oh, man, I've done the shortest one.
Okay, all right. Well, who's going first?
I think we'll do Lewis's first.
Okay.
All right, this is how Lewis thinks the burrito case wrapped up.
It had been 3 weeks. The case of the pool burrito was going cold, colder than that pool. So, it was time to bring in the experts.
Oh, I got a bad feeling about this, Scoob. Will has a lot of suspects in this case.
Come on, gang. We can do anything if we put our minds together.
Roll, Raggy. I ate the burrito. Oh, geez, Scoob, you ate the burrito. That was the main point of evidence in the case. Oh, geez, Scoob.
Well, gang, it looks like it's up to Velma again.
Oh, shut up, Velma, you nerd. No one wants to listen to you. Boo. Velma sucks. Bad character. Boo. Not even Will's grandma likes Velma.
It would appear I've called in the wrong team, so I think it's probably just house 1.
Was that a massive Scooby-Doo monologue and then you gave up and just...
Well, I just needed some help for the experts, and those guys solve mysteries, but I think they specialize with ghosts, not burritos.
Did you say Raggy retard? Like the meme?
No, that was Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay. Right. Sorry. Yes, Scooby-Doo. Yes, that's some pretty outlandish stuff there.
Well, that's why the show's
we
not
don't
on
use
the
that
air
word
anymore.
anymore.
That dog's very ableist.
Yeah, we don't use that word anymore. Keelan's the only one that hates them, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. So Lewis's final conclusion was house 1.
House 1. I think they did it. They're a house full of drunks. I think it makes the most sense.
All right. Keelan, should we do yours next?
Yeah.
Is yours not good?
No, play it. It's good.
Well, it's just your laugh suggests that you didn't put in a lot of effort.
I guess you'll find out.
Bit of context around Keelan's one. We all had about a whole week to do this, and Keelan goes, "Oh, was I supposed to actually do that?" And recorded it about 30 seconds before we started the show. So here it is.
This is 10 minutes before we started filming the episode, and Luke's just told me to make an audio package about who I think is behind the burrito incident. So in 41 seconds, I think I'll tell you.
Is this it? It's gonna get copyrighted.
It's not. This song doesn't get copyrighted.
This is not what we wanted at all.
I can't believe I asked you to participate in this. I don't remember this part of the theme song.
I think it was William, and I don't have much evidence to back that up.
Right, so you've thrown out another dig at William, but you've come with no evidence. That's good. Okay, that is our conclusion.
I mean, at least I hired some contractors, to pick up the slack that I left.
Yeah. Well, I feel like mine's not that good, so I feel like we need to play Rubens to make up for that.
Yeah, sure. But just before mine, just a quick note. This didn't know about William's response before I recorded it, but I do. I think it still works.
Okay.
Another day, another criminal walks free. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Like a briefcase in the refrigerator, the case has gone cold.
All made a cold joke.
Fridge comedy.
That's relatable. William Knight. Victim, witness, suspect. Suddenly he's gone. Maybe he got spooked. Whatever it was, it reminds me of when my grandpa died and left me nothing. It was a disappointing will. But I shouldn't be surprised. Right from the start, this case was like one of Luke Kidgel's Year 12 exams. A lot more questions than answers.
Okay.
But maybe the answer, like a pair of red lips, was always right under our noses. I don't remember recording that bit. It's me again. Did you guys hear that? That was weird.
Hear what?
I don't know. There's some little bit at the end that just didn't quite make narrative sense.
A laugh?
Yeah. What was that?
Very
anyway,
suspicious.
What's yours, Luke?
Are you alluding to something? Are you saying that
No.
you might have done this?
I don't remember recording the end of that. That's baffling me.
It seems like you're trying to make yourself a suspect.
Why would I do that? That would be nonsensical. Of course.
That wouldn't make
And also, I didn't
sense at all.
appreciate the dig at my Year 12 exams when the other member of the show openly failed Year 12.
Yeah,
I can't believe I was the person that copped that end of the joke.
That's fair. That's fair.
I definitely did worse than Luke in the ATAR.
Yeah. But, so are you implying that you might have done it?
No, as I said, I am totally baffled by the existence of the last 10 seconds of that audio package.
Right.
So
Yeah, that wasn't me.
You've opened
do you think
yourself
that-
up.
Was this package made during one of your gay sleepovers?
Yeah,
And your mate
it might
did
have
the end?
been. Could be, yeah.
Okay.
Very
Well,
suspicious.
All right, should we play mine? I also did mine before the show, but you can't tell because I put in heaps of effort.
Okay.
So I've been asked to make a short audio package about my conclusion of the burrito investigation. I think first I'm going to need some detective music. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. Ooh, there we go. Some nice background music that I definitely found online and downloaded and didn't record myself because I did not leave this till the last minute to do. Anyway, it was definitely House 1 that threw the burrito. The motivation was just a good laugh. And yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. It was House 1. So, cool. That's one. That was it.
Well, I think it's our one.
Yeah.
It's a majority in all of our audio.
Yeah, and I'm shocked that you and Ruben put in so much effort. I think Keelan and I put in the appropriate amount of effort to concluding that.
Whoa, hang on.
I think,
Ruben before the show goes, man, I went for a walk to think about mine.
Okay, I didn't go that far, Ruben, but I did. I did mine 10 minutes before we did our pre-show meeting. Smashed it out.
I assumed that we would all be putting a decent amount of effort into it. Apparently, I'm the only one that cares about it. So that's,
Mate,
I put effort into mine. Excuse me, Ruben.
Yeah, no,
I put in the
that's fair.
correct amount of effort.
Sometimes
you put in a lot. You're an overachiever.
I
Whatever.
went too far. Lewis
Yeah.
did the right amount. The others were shockingly inadequate.
Hang on.
I think we can all agree
Ruben.
that Keelan's
Yeah.
was disrespectful.
Yeah, Keelan's was blatantly disrespectful. I did the bare minimum like usual. I think that was very me to do that. And also, Ruben, you are sometimes I feel like you're fitting in, and then sometimes you just out yourself as the new guy. This is welcome to the show, man. All right, we don't do effort here. That's the whole appeal. If anything, it turns people off. People like they're trying too hard. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
So.
yeah.
Ruben got into character. He did a
Yeah.
voice. He
Maybe
treated it
back
like
on
it was
radio.
drama, which is quite gay.
Yeah. There was some stuff like back on radio where we'd put in that much effort, but that's because it was being broadcasted to hundreds of thousands of people. Man, on here, whew, even recording audio packages is next level effort for this.
You know what?
podcast.
I disagree, Luke. I think that's how much effort we should put in every time. Keelan,
Thank you.
disrespectful. Other
Agree
than that,
agree to disagree.
I think I had the best package, actually.